Welcome back, insufferable gaming fans. I have no idea what I was doing last time. It appears that George Washington is now facing off against the British Knight. You see, George Washington was angry at the British Knight because the British Knight made shoes. And as we all know, shoes are not used for kicking. Only the hardiest of leather battle boots can be used for kicking. When you're George Washington, the Kickmaster, but what's this? The British Knight was secretly a ninja. And as we all know, ninjas employ sweatshop labor for their nefarious deeds. And George Washington would have none of that. So he lured the ninja into a trap and knee-dropped him. A lesser man than George Washington would have needed knee pads. But George Washington gets on his knees for no man, and he shows not an ounce of weakness. Though to be fair, he was somewhat inconvenienced by lightning bolts. Then again, who isn't? Oh! That crap on a cracker. George Washington was wildly inconvenienced by lightning. But did he give up? Hell no. George Washington never gives up. Ka-chow! George Washington does not care for the chains of oppression unless he's doing the oppressing. And God help you if you decide to be oppressed by George Washington, because George Washington shows no mercy. George Washington deployed his greatest attack, the Big Bad Boot. George Washington found that knee drops were the most effective against the conventional foe. I keep forgetting about that guy. Yeah, not gonna have enough MP for that. That mimic represents the large funding of the British Empire's war machine. That's why it is such a dangerous foe and deceptive. It's a deceptive foe, full of secrets and lies. Like an unlabeled Hot Pocket. Ho-ho! Oh no, you don't. Now I'm getting out of here before things get worse. Waha! George Washington has had enough of these shenanigans. But George Washington can take a joke as well as the next guy, so sometimes he lets himself be fooled by shenanigans. A healthy diet of shenanigans can make light of any dangerous work task. And George Washington knew this, which is why he told his troops dirty jokes during the war to lighten the mood. George Washington was quite the master of dirty jokes. He knew all of them, ever. Kicking down a wall, building a tunnel to the future with my feet. I'll take that. Still don't know what it is. This magic will Ah, running ninja. Not to be confused with the native running ninja, who was George Washington's faithful sidekick. He had a faithful Indian sidekick called Running Ninja. Who handled all of George Washington's light work. Bloody hell. Can't let it end like this. I thought it was the serpent who was supposed to say, "Don't tread on me," not the other way around. No matter. I can overcome an obstacle. Obstacles are no match for George Washington, Kickmaster. Sometimes an aggressive strategy works best. This ass clown's going down. This ass clown's going down in Chinatown when we get it on like Donkey Kong. When is an ass clown not an ass clown? When it's a frog? How the hell did that happen? Okay, I'm a bit of a loss here. Can't go that way. Can I move on now? Well, that was odd. Okay. Haha! That did him a bit of harm. Not nearly enough! Not nearly enough! He wasn't as harmed as I would have liked him to be. Dodge shots! Dodge the shots! Ah! Crap! No quitter is George Washington. Let's just move on quickly. Ho ho! Ah! The low kick is the weakest of the kicks. Because, spiritually speaking, it hits any enemy in its shin. It's metaphorical shin, because most of these enemies don't have real shins. Keep struggling, Mr. Washington, for great justice. I will kick, kick, kick for freedom. I think I just got enough time to build a tunnel. And a tunnel is what I shall build. Incidentally, this is also how the Rockettes got their name. You know, those dancers that kick all the time. They call them rockets because they practice by kicking rocks. Really damn hard. They kick the hell out of rocks with high kicks and low, both, in synchronous fashion. So, that's enough for now, and we're right back to where we started, pretty much. Till next time, this is Rosser. Take a drink.